Oh, yeah, you can hear that. Big time. Big time. Or can you? Yeah, when I open, the mic opens. So we'll just cut it off. Go like that. Sponge. How's that look? Better? What I do for the people. All right, let's fuck this chicken.
Are you just trying to navigate adulthood in a world that still expects you to have it all figured out? Welcome to This Is 50 with your host, Travis Holmes.
So my wife's out of town. She is doing her first horse show, like qualifying horse show. It's the first one she's done in probably, I don't know, 15, 13 years since we've been together. So at least 15 years. She's done other like shows that are like not practice shows, but they give you like a ribbon, and then they say you did good, you can improve on this and all that. I'm not here to do horse talk, but this is the first one where it actually goes on the record of the horse. It'll follow the horse's life. These numbers that she's getting today and the numbers that she gets today will also follow her in her achievements and stuff that she wants to do as far as getting back into the mainstream of horse riding. She's been riding forever. She just never really had the horse that would take her to that level. And we bought a horse, $250,000 later, and this horse has taken her to the next level. So yeah, she's in, I don't know, Georgia or something like that. So she's there for a 5-day event or something like that. She'll do good. She said that she trains, when she does her training sessions and stuff, she trains at a higher level, but the show that she's going to is one step down. So it's, hopefully she won't get confused and stuff. What I do have a problem with, not necessarily a problem. Oh, by the way, welcome back, everyone. I know I've taken 2 weeks off. And we're back into our cycle again. So welcome back, all those that were paying attention and being patient and stuff. And we appreciate you guys. One thing that not upsets me, we bought a new truck. I know I keep talking about the truck and everything, but it's serious. It's a serious expense that we have. This truck, she wanted a bigger truck. She wanted a nicer truck. She wanted a full luxury truck when she does, get back into these horse shows and stuff. And, behind the truck is going to come a trailer here soon. So we're going to have to buy a trailer that's got an apartment on it and all that other stuff. But anyways, that's down the line. But the truck that we have, I'm not kidding. It was close to $110,000 for this truck. It's a Chevy Silverado High Country. I know baller, right? I keep saying baller. I shouldn't say baller. It's a Chevy Silverado High Country, all leather interior. It's got cameras galore around the thing. I think it's got like 16 cameras around the whole entire vehicle. And it's 2,500, so it can pull 4 or 5 horses at a time. It doesn't have the fifth wheel on it, but it does have the attachment for the fifth wheel. I myself sold my old truck, and I say old truck. When I have a vehicle, I take care of it to the best I possibly can, because I know this vehicle it's got to last. It's got to last at least 10 years. Wash it, wax it, clean it, vacuum, all the stuff. Not all the time, maybe a good 3 to 4 times a year. I will take some time and go over the whole entire truck, make sure everything, my old truck, and I had a Chevy Silverado. Not as fancy as this one, but I had the 1500 series. It was something that we, just something to pull the boat. and my everyday work truck. I say work truck, driving to and from an office. So we sold that one, and it was a 2011. We sold that one in 2021. Like I said, 10 years, and we have this one now, which is a 2022, I believe. Now we've had it a little bit, year and a half. Now we've had it, and I've been taking, I take care of it and do all the stuff. What makes me feel unease is the only way I can describe it. Unease is that she says, I'm going to take the truck. Okay, fine, no problem. That's what we bought the truck for. You're gonna pull horses with it? Sure, no problem. And I'm gonna drop it off at the trainer's house, Brett the trainer. And I go, why are you dropping it off there? And how are you getting home? Oh, he's gonna take the truck, and I'm gonna borrow his wife's little SUV, crossover, whatever. She's got a little Toyota something, and I'll bring that back home. And I said, okay, again, why are you dropping the truck off? Well, he's going to load the horses first thing in the morning at 4 o'clock in the morning. So he's going to take the truck, go pick up the trailer, and then drive to the barn, the stable, the farm, and pick up, I guess he's loading 4 horses on the back of this trailer. I said, okay, are you okay with him taking the trunk? Oh, yeah, I trust him. Yeah, I'm not worried about trust. I'm not worried about he's not going to wreck it. He's not going to, he drives a big fat old dually, but the problem is I've seen his big fat dually, and it is disgusting. It's like they do horse shows in that truck. There's hay, there's dirt, there's Fruit Loops, gummy bears, because they have kids, and they don't take care of the vehicle. So my wife comes home with his wife's car. Like I said, it's a Toyota crossover, and parks it. And of course, it's got scratches and dings and bangs and shit all over it. I'm looking at it going, oh, fuck. And my truck, this $110,000 truck that I take great care of, it's clean. I mean, it is clean, armoralled, waxed, detailed, everything. Windows, there's not a water spot on the window. I take care of the truck. Not that I'm over zealous about taking care of the truck. I just want it to last, because this is going to last at least 10 years. And when you load horses, you step in a lot of stuff. You walk through a lot of terrains. It's not like a concrete driveway. There's rocks, there's dirt, there's mud. And when my wife showed up in the car that she swapped out with, I'm looking inside that car, and it is completely wrecked. There's dirt. There's just shit. Those type of people that just don't, I don't want to say give a shit about the car. They use the car to get from A to B, and they don't really care. It runs. It gets me there. No problem. But they take along all the dirt and stuff, and I'm looking in the back seat, and there's granted, they have kids and little kids, like under the age of 4. And there's car seats back there, and there's Cheerios all over the place. If you have kids, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But they don't take care of their stuff. So here I am in my head, freaking out that this trainer guy, because they walk around with riding boots on all the time, walking through piles of shit, walking through puddles of mud, and that's a good band name. I should come up with that. And he's borrowing our truck. I hope he has the decency to understand, first of all, me. He knows my character. I first name basis with him. Hey, Brett, what's going on? Hey, Travis, what's going on? All that stuff. And I double detailed the truck to where there wasn't a spot or speck or a dirt anywhere on this truck. I want him to look at the truck before he gets in it, and then look at his feet and go, maybe I should wipe these off. Maybe I shouldn't get into this, nice vehicle that, one of my students have, and her husband, they worked hard to buy this truck and put this, blah, 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 blah. Maybe I should take one more extra care step to not get in the vehicle with my dirty, shitty ass pants that I've been sitting on a horse all day long that's been, sweating and stuff. Maybe I shouldn't leave stuff in it's that whole, and not that I'm worried about it, because I told her the first thing, when we get the truck, it's going to be our truck. It's we have to live in this. We live in a house, and this is our daily truck. I don't want my truck smelling like horse feces, horse this, all that other stuff. No. Yeah, babe, it's okay. Why are you so upset? I said, because I know what's going to happen. I know exactly what's going to happen if someone doesn't stay on top of this. You already take it to the horse thing, and you do your horse lessons, and you get back in that truck. I can tell when someone's been sitting in the other side, because there's little gravel and rocks and stuff in the floor mat. Granted, they're the laser tech floor mats, but there's still rocks and gravel and stuff. There was none here when I came in, and I just left everything on my shoes right here in your vehicle. Do you have a broom or something? I have a hand broom. I literally have like a small flat hand broom, like when you play pool. You ever done that where you have to dust the table off? I have one of those in the truck just for that instance, because I know. Will they do it? No, probably not. I always say, who sat on this side? Oh, Caroline did. Oh, Caroline did? Did Caroline, was she raised, quote unquote, in a barn? Because there's shit all over this side of the... What does her house look like? I'm very judgy. And I'm judging these people too. All right. Welcome back, guys. Don't forget, we do have a YouTube video as well. I know a lot of people watch the YouTube video as well. We're doing a little bit more, trying to do a little bit more and get the message out there. I'm not doing this. I'll say this again before I continue. This is strictly therapy for me. If you guys enjoy it, if you guys get something out of it, if you get life lessons learned out of this, by all means. But this is just therapy for me. And so hopefully you guys can come along and help me get through all this. All right, stick around. I'll be right back. I have an update. As the evil giggles come out. I have an update. My wife, as you guys know, she works from home, was working from home 5 days a week because of the pandemic and stuff. And now they've done this hybrid where they can work 3 days in the office and 2 days at home. I still don't understand it. If you're working, you're working. Whether you're home or whether you're in the office, I don't understand. Make a choice. Make a decision. And the job that she has, essentially, if she's in the office, she's essentially doing what she's doing at home. She's on a monitor. She's got, I have cameras here in the studio. If you're watching this here on YouTube, you can find us at This Is 50 show on YouTube. Not the rapper guy, the other show, this show. And she talks to people on the cameras, and she's got a little headset, and okay, Charlie, what is the stat quotas of the stocks exchange and the rate and stuff? And no, I'm that type of stuff. So that's what she does. So I don't understand why if she does it at home or does it at the brick and mortar building. I don't know. It's just weird. So I'm back there. This day she's working from home, and I get a phone call. I get crank phone calls all the time. If you see me look down, I've got my watch that came with my new phone that tells me when I have a phone call, and it normally says scam likely, and I just kind of pan it off. This one was from Atrium Healthcare, and I'm back there with my wife, and my phone rings and says Atrium Healthcare, and I look and I go, oh, this is a real number, babe. I got to take this. Oh, before I said I got to take this, we had she had an appointment or something a while back, and we were getting a bill for $192 or something. I don't know, copay or something. And I go, before I take this, did you pay that bill? She's like, yes, I paid it. Okay, I'm just letting you know because I don't know what this call's about. So she's like, well, take it out of the other room. So I walk out of the office and I go walk through the house and stuff. Hello, it's Travis. Hi, Travis. This is Samantha over at Atrium Health. And I'm thinking in my head, I said, my next appointment's not till March, annual appointment and stuff. She's like, just want to know, the Cologuard thing, did you get the package? I'm like, oh, God, here we go. Now they're calling me. I still haven't done the Cologuard thing. No, I know. I opened the box up and past a couple podcasts ago, if you want to go back and listen to that, I pulled everything out and we looked at it all together and we touched it. And I had to sit there and go, okay, now that I've got to do the next deed. And I told you how I was scared and I didn't want to disappoint them. And as far as, when they open the box and look at it, go, oh, God, what's this guy's, what's wrong with this guy? And so I told the lady, and my wife's been getting on me about it. She's like, when are you going to do that? When are you going to do that? I said, look, I'm doing it this week. When I say this week, the week that you're out of town, because I don't want to get caught shitting in this thing. And it's embarrassing. It literally is embarrassing. Shitting in this thing and then coming into the main bathroom and doing all the mixing and stuff like that. She's like, babe, all you got to do is say, hey, I'm going to go do the Cologuard thing. Don't come in the bathroom for an hour. Now, when I say bathroom, we have what they call a water closet, if you're not familiar with that term. It's basically a toilet with a small little, not pantry, but where all the linens are. But it's a closed door. And then you open the door, and then you're in the main bathroom. You know, shower, tub, 2 walk-in closets. I know. Double Jack and Jill sinks and all that stuff. But the actual toilet is in its room by itself. Small room. You can barely, both elbows hitting the walls. So if I was to do I would have to take this container and bring it into the main bathroom, and there's stuff that you mix, and there's like a medicine dropper, and you got to do a consistency, and you're like doing a lab experiment in there. I said, I will do it this week while you're gone out of the house. I will do it. She's like, okay. So back to the phone call. I said, yeah, I was, it's funny. My wife's going out of town this week. She's like, you've had it for 8 months now. I go, I know. I'm exaggerating that, probably 6 months or whatever. She's like, well, we need to have that as soon before your next appointment so we can process it. I said, look, I don't know Samantha from, Tom, Dick, and Harry down the road. I said, look, Samantha, I said, my wife, I'm embarrassed to do it. Honestly, I know I'm a grown man. I said, I'm embarrassed to do it while my wife's in the house. And the lady goes, Samantha goes, okay, like, that's a first. She literally said, that's a first. And I go, no, you don't understand. And I didn't want to go into the detail, but I gave you the detail of me doing some kind of science experiment in the bathroom. What are you doing in here? The shit goes everywhere. So, don't come in. What are you doing? Bang, bang, bang. I said, my wife's going out of town this weekend, so I'm going to do it this weekend. And she's calling me on, I think it was like a Tuesday or something. She's like, well, make sure you do it either Sunday, Monday, or Tuesday, because the UPS, you got to take it down to the UPS store. I said, yeah, I can take it down to the UPS store. It's about 45 minutes away. She's like, wow, that's really far. Is there one closer? And I'm thinking to myself, why? So she was kind of hinting, as soon as I did it, I need to box this fresh stuff up and take it directly to a location. I said, yeah, I live out in the middle of nowhere. She's like, well, do you have CVS has a drop-off point. I'm like, oh, yeah, I got one. That one's 25 minutes the other direction. She's like, there's nothing closer. I'm like, unless you want to send, Joe Brown over here in his truck to come pick it up. She's like, no, that costs extra. We don't want to fund for that. Well, just make sure you do it Sunday, Monday, or Tuesday. And I'm thinking it's Tuesday now. My wife leaves on Thursday. Can I do it Friday? No, because it'll sit there at CVS for 2 days before they pick it up on Monday. Because UPS, I don't know. She was trying to explain it to me. I'm confused. I said, okay, fine. I'll do it. I'll mark it down. I'll shit on Sunday. So she's like, well, thank you. Do you have any questions? I said, nah, I kind of went over and everything. She's like, well, there's a video online. If you go to there, and it'll show you exactly how to do it and how to, blah, blah, blah. And it's really, really easy, simple. It's 3 easy steps. And I go, okay, yeah, I kind of went over it. She's like, okay, there's a video on YouTube. Just search Cologuard test how to, and, go to the Cologuard. And I'm like, okay, I got it. I'm doing it. So think of me this Sunday. Today's Friday, August 23rd. Think of me August 25th. Around noon, because that's about the time things move around. What will you be doing? Well, there's no question of what I'll be doing. I'll be doing that. So, do you remember that karaoke party that oh man, I got so much dirt on this. Remember that karaoke party I did for the guy who left and had a going away party, and didn't spend any money, didn't pay me, didn't pay anyone, and just kind of said, okay, thanks, see you later, bye. Well, I've got I got some updates on that, what happened there, and then dealing with my neighbor on another side note. So I'm going to take a quick little break. Go over to YouTube, like us over on YouTube at This Is 50 Show, and you can check us out over there. I'll be right back. Being that we live out here in the middle of nowhere, which is fine. That's what we wanted. That's what we signed up for. We live outside of Charlotte, North Carolina, a little town called Marshville. It's a small place, very rural. A lot of chicken houses come out of here, and also the home of Randy Travis. Look it up, Marshville. Yeah, he lives right down the road. He's barely lives. But yeah, he's right down the road from us. And there's not a whole lot going on. I'm born and raised in Orlando, Florida. It was nothing for us to jump in the car, go down to meet some friends and have something to eat at a restaurant, have some drinks and cocktails, and have just, fellowship and good times. Well, being that this is my job, now that I'm working out of a main studio, a home studio here, don't get me wrong, I broadcast 4 other podcasts out of this place, so it's really cool. It's done well for me financially, so I don't mind, being at home, but I'm home all the time, 7 days a week. I'm here, except for Friday. Like every Friday, like this morning, I go grocery shopping. I go to Walmart, and I give you my Walmart stories. No Walmart stories today. But sometimes I have to go out and get necessities for the horses. Like I have to go out and get a couple bales of hay. I have to go get supplements for the horses. We have chickens on the property, so I have to make sure they have the right grain and the right this and all that stuff. So maybe I'll take every week and a half, I'll take an extra trip out to go get all these necessities. There's not a whole lot of bars per se, or any place that sells beer, like in a restaurant type situation. It's just not a lot around us. The closest one is a Mexican restaurant that serves beer, but it's always hot in there. I don't know, something wrong with the AC. It's always hot in there, but it's good. Great food. Great, nice, big 32-ounce pirate-looking beers. And then the other place is probably about 25 minutes away. And when I say 25 minutes, I'm talking no traffic lights or anything. Imagine driving 60 miles an hour for 25 minutes. That's how far this place is. And it's kind of like a biker-type bar, big, huge. I mean, the food is awesome there. And it's bistro-type bar food. And they got really, really cold draft beers. And they have specials all the time. So one day, I said, you know what? I'm tired of, waking up. I go for my walk. Excuse me. I go for a 4-mile walk. Yeah, I'm still doing it. 4-mile walk. It was 3. Now I upped it to 4 because it's getting cooler out. 4 miles every morning. Get done. Have breakfast. I'm done with that by, 9:45. Start my daily chores. And then the day I go out and get hay and stuff, I said, you know what, I'm gonna go get lunch somewhere. And when I say lunch, I'm talking light lunch. And I said, I'm tired of just sitting at home. I'm getting to that point. Weather's getting nice out. I need to get outside. I need to at least human contact. I need to touch someone. I need to, my wife's working either here or the Blaze, even blah, 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 blah. So I've been going to it's called Iron Thunder. Ooh, scary. Nah, it's a big place though. It's nice. You can check them out over, it's in Monroe, North Carolina. It's called Iron Thunder. It's kind of like one of those, not really one of those restaurants, like Hooters or anything like that, but the food's a little bit better. And the girls, do wear tank tops but jeans or something like that. They're not in this area. they're in a room full of 3-eyed women. The 2-eyed woman looks good type deal. So some of these women are kind of, ooh. But so I sat there and I'd sit at the bar. I'm like, that's kind of nice. There's a couple guys hanging out, BS and stuff. Have a couple beers, and then had an appetizer or something, tater tots or something, and came home. And I kept it from my wife. I did something wrong. I did something dirty. And then a couple days went by, and I said, my wife and I were driving around on the weekends and, and we were coming back home. We were on our way back home, and I said, you know what? I have a confession to make, because I don't keep things from her. And I showed her the pictures of the tater tots on my phone, because it was cool. It's like chili and, all the stuff that put on tater tots, jalapenos and chicken and all that stuff. And I showed her. She's like, you went without me? I said, babe, I can't sit here with my dad, because my dad, as soon as I walk out in the kitchen, I always joke to him, and I told him, there's like a button on the floor. As soon as I step in that kitchen, he comes out of his room. Oh, whether he's filling up his little tea jug or whatever, or he's just being nosy. It's his own fault. So I'm like, I said, babe, I got to get out of the house. You now work, you get to see people, you have to interact. I have no human contact at all, other than you guys here. But I love you guys. I do. I love you guys. But I have absolutely no human contact. I'm striving for human contact. So I did it twice. Went there, had lunch, had a couple beers, 3 beers within a 45-minute period. Don't worry, I'm fine. I can drive fine off of here. But in the town that we live in, the police force, not that I'm condoning drinking and driving, but the police force has got other things to worry about. They're not worried about little old me driving around, and in this small little town, under the influence or anything. Like I said, I'm not condoning drinking and driving, but I have always said, because of the vehicles I drive, I am less likely to be pulled over unless I'm doing something crazy. They're not going to pull over someone driving, an Audi Q5 like I have out there, my wife's car. If I'm driving that around, they're not going to pull me over for that. But if I'm driving like a 1998 Nissan Sentra with a donut on the front, you know what I'm talking about, and a couple dented in fenders, that person's going to be pulled over before I am. So I'm like, maintain my composure, driving in the car, I'm good to go. Not that I'm saying that I condone driving under the influence, but I'm just saying there's a different level there. I know white person privilege. No, it's not white person privilege. It's financial privilege. And don't shut up. Don't judge me. Please don't judge me. Please don't judge me. So I did that karaoke party for James. Hey, thanks for doing my party, Mr. Travis. All right, yeah. What do you got planned? Oh, I'm moving to Tennessee with my dad. Blah, blah, blah. And he takes off, and I'm left sitting there with no money because I kind of volunteered to do it, but not necessarily volunteered. They asked me if I would do it, and I said yes, I would do it. In the back of my mind, normally I would get some kind of cash tip out or something like that from someone. Nothing the last time. But it was at the neighbor's house, and the neighbor's got this big, huge freaking workshop. It's 2 stories. It's not an eyesore or anything because we don't look at that side of our property because most of our windows are on this side of the house. But he's got a huge facility. It's like 42 by 42, if not bigger than that. It's a huge building. And my neighbor's got 6 children. He's got 3 boys and 3 girls. The oldest girl is 21, 22, then a boy, then another girl who just recently got married and had a kid. And the father wasn't too happy about that. Got married at 18, 19 years old. Wasn't too happy about that. And then they got a son, a middle daughter, or a 14-year-old, and then the youngest one is Isaiah. Hey, mister! The Leaf Nazi guy. Hey, mister! So when I do these parties, like the prom dance and stuff like that, the oldest one, of course, she's out of high school and stuff. She's college, community college, or whatever she's doing now. She always comes over and takes pictures. One of those, I'm a free spirit. I'm going to take pictures of a floating bag. Click, click, click. Oh my God, this is so. But the family's really, really religious. Very, very, not strict religion, but, everything's a prayer, everything by the grace of God. He's only forced it on me once or pushed it on me once. And I took my hand and slapped that shit right back at him. I'm like, nope, that's not my thing. Sorry, no God here. Okay, no problem. But he's always been cool. Never really judged me or anything, as you shouldn't. Being a Christian, you shouldn't judge anyone. Not like me, because I'm not a Christian. I judge everyone. So the daughter, real quiet, real nice girl, cute girl, and when they have the dance and stuff, there's always this one guy whose dad's really, really well off, but they're still in that same religion, church foundation, that solid, gospel foundation. He always comes over in like a 2020 white Corvette. I'm going to say Camaro. Corvette. Always comes over. Real nice guy. Very polite. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. No, ma'am. No, sir. Whatever. How you doing? Introduces himself. Really, really nice kid. And at one of the parties, I'm sitting there in the DJ booth or whatever you want to call it. I'm sitting there. I'm like going, he likes her. And I told the mom, I said, he likes her. No. Mom, hello. The religious mom. He likes her. Look how he follows her around like a puppy dog. No. I'm like, yeah. Fast forward to the karaoke party. He admitted his love for her at that karaoke party and said, I've always had I've always fascinated about you. I think you're a very strong person. All the good stuff. Not like, hey, babe, I think you're hot. I like to touch your tits and grab on your cooter and stuff. No, it wasn't like that. He was very, very polite. He's like, I think you're a very, very strong woman. I think you're a very, very, all the good stuff, all the religious good stuff. As you can see, I'm falling short of words because I don't say those kind of religious things to a woman other than going, nice hat, ma'am. Hey, God bless you. I don't know how to talk to girls like that in the religious aspect. I always go, hey, man, you got a nice ass, that type deal. No, he's not saying that type of stuff. He's saying the right stuff as far as a mental religious level. Fill in the gaps, mad lib it, however you want it from there. The mom comes back to me, I think like 2 weeks later or whatever, a week later after the karaoke thing. She's like, you're right. They're dating now. He asked her to date her. I said, oh my God, that's great. That's great. That's great. I said, I told you. She's like, yeah. I said, how's the father doing? Nathan's the guy, my neighbor. Oh, I said, has he had the talk with him? Oh yeah, that's coming. That's coming soon. Because you know what happened to our other whore 18-year-old girl that got married at 18? Not that she was a whore. I'm kidding about that part. Well, she jumped right into 18 years old, married, had a kid, all within, 18 months of them being married after the age of 18. Oh, yeah, Nathan's going to talk to him. Okay. Then I got a text message from a group text. And I say the group text is me, my wife, my neighbor, husband and wife. That's it. That's the three of us, or four of us. So a husband and wife, our neighbor, me and my wife. That's our group text. Got a text with a video the other day. I'm going to take a quick little break, and I'm going to tell you what that video had inside of it. You're just going to go, what? All right, stick around. I'll be right back. Before my wife left for the horse show, she asked me if I would go down to the local gas station, which is 6 miles that way. If you're watching me on the YouTube video, at This Is 50 show, it's that way. If you're watching, 6 miles that way, might be 7, but who knows? And it's 2-lane country road. We have no major highways, no major anything around us. 2-lane country road, double white line or double yellow line in the middle, and then of course the break that you can go past someone or something like that. But there's not a whole lot of segregated yellow lines because it's all this. Watch me it's 2-lane twisty country roads all the way around us. Nothing is a straight shot. And I go to this place. It's called Polk Mountain is the name of the store that's there. Ain't never gonna take Polk Mountain, whatever Renee Zellweger said. So I said, all right, I'll go fill up the truck because she's getting ready to go on this trip to Georgia for the horse show. I said, I'll go down there and fill up the truck and I'll grab a case of beer or something while I'm there. When are you going to do it? Well, I don't know, babe. I'll do it here soon. So she's gone. She's gone at work. She's working from the big corporate office that day. And I come up here and I'm working on some stuff from 4 other shows that I do. And if you want to know the other shows, if you look behind me, those are all the other shows that I do behind me. And I'm like, oh, you know what? It's nice and cold up here. I just got done with my walk. You ever gone swimming for a while, and then when you get out of your swimsuit and just put on regular clothes, you don't take a shower or anything, just put on regular clothes, that warm feeling? Well, when I go for my walk and it's been 93, 94 degrees, I am completely soaked in sweat and stuff. So I change, and then I come up to my studio here, and I'm starting to work and stuff. And I'm going, and I got a big old casting couch behind me. I'll take a little nap. Yeah, a little 20-minute power nap. I'll set my watch, keeps tracking me, and I'll take a little power nap back there. And I'll wake up, shake wake. And I'm like, what time is it? Oh, I guess I can go get beer and fill up the truck at the same time. So I jump in my truck and go that way. Like I said, go that way. And I'm driving 2-lane country road. I see this box truck. I'm about 10 minutes into my drive. I see this little box truck, little 24-footer, hauling ass by me, and puts on his brakes at a street, cross street or something like that, and doesn't know what to do. And I just kind of look at him and go, that's kind of weird. You kind of learn everybody's driving habits around here. That box truck looks unfamiliar, so I'm like, all right, well, what's going on there? As I come around the bend, there's a guy in a work truck, same size truck as mine, just white though, like a white Chevy 2500 series with all the work pack and stuff on the side of it. His whole entire driver's side is completely shaved. And I felt sorry for the guy, Mexican guy, Spanish guy, I should say, gets out and he's looking at me. I pulled up and I go, what's up, man? He's like, the truck hit me. I said, oh, the box truck that I just drove? He goes, yeah, he just hit me. And I said, he just turned on that crossroads street back there. I said, get in your goddamn truck and go chase him. Oh, yeah, I will. So I said, but let me get by you real quick first. Let me drive around you. So he gets in the truck. I drive around him, and I go to the store, and I get my beer, and I fill up the gas and stuff. And then same road, I'm coming back by him. Sure enough, the guy, thank God, the box truck did spin around and come back, and they kind of, I saw them exchanging information type cards and stuff, and they were on the phone. And I kind of honked my horn at the Spanish guy because he was standing out front of the box truck handing the driver the information. I go, boop, boop, good job, man. He goes, hey, hey. That's all he said. Hey. Drove back by him, went home, and then I got to thinking, you know what? I don't know if someone's watching over me and talk about the religion thing and all that. Maybe this is a tap on the shoulder. Hey, I am watching over you. I get home and I said to my wife, I said, and I called her. I said, if I didn't take that nap or woken up 30 minutes or 30 seconds earlier, 45 seconds earlier, didn't do one thing that would have put me on the road a minute ahead of when I actually left, I would have been that truck where I would have been the vehicle that the box truck would have slammed into. I missed that guy by, no lie, less than 45 seconds. Because he flew by me on a bend, because I couldn't see around the corner. He flew by me, and then I pull up to the guy, and the guy's just getting out of his car. And I'm like, he hit me. I'm like, go fucking get him. So I don't know if that's a sign. Hey, Travis, there is someone out there. Tap, 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 tap. There is someone. We're watching you. Yeah, I don't know. It's just, but you always think about those things. Like, what's that movie? Final Destination? Oh, I cheated death. I don't want to cheat death. I just want to avoid it. Now, my wife was working from home this day, and I came downstairs in the process of me leaving the studio, and this is detached from the house. It's a 3-car garage. It's detached from the house. So I physically have to go down a flight of stairs. And go across. We have an exterior deck uncovered, and then an interior or exterior deck covered, like a back porch. Walk into that, walk through the dining room, then walk into my wife's office. So it's a good, I don't know how many steps that was. If you're watching watching your steps on your phone, it's probably 200 steps. I don't know. Figure that out. How far is that? My wife goes, I go in there to ask her something, and she goes, did you get the text? Did you get the text message? I go, no. What text message? She's like, look at your phone. I try to keep my phone on silent so it doesn't bother anyone because it goes off every fucking 5 seconds. And I look and I go, oh, there's a video on there. She's like, did you watch the video? And I go, no, because I just saw it right here in front of you as we're talking. She's like, watch the video. And so I Dropbox something share. So I'm like, oh, fuck, I got to download it on my phone now. That's one more piece of garbage I got on my phone. And I look, and it's the daughter next door, the oldest daughter, who was dating the Corvette guy. And he proposed to her. He got on one knee. They were like mining here in North Carolina. There's like where you can pan for gold. It's kind of like a tourist trap thing. And as she was panning for gold, she turned around and looked the other way. Here comes another stupid call. And he put the ring in like a cellophane bag or something like that in her panning thing. And you know, what if she would have gone like this? Nothing in here. And she's panning and sees this plastic bag, like a dime bag if you're buying weed, with a ring in it. And she's like, oh, what's this? He grabs it from her. This is in the video. Grabs it from her, rips it open, like ripping off the, I think he's done that a couple times, ripping the opening of a condom, pulls the ring out, and literally as he's kneeling down, he must have been nervous as hell because the whole family's there. They're all doing the mining, the gold thing. As he's kneeling down, he goes, will you marry me? And she's like, oh, I don't know if she said yes. I'm assuming that she said yes. So my wife goes, when did you do that? Excuse me, while I go through puberty. She's like, when did you do that karaoke party? I said it was probably July 14th, somewhere around there. I said it was like 2 weeks into July. The video they sent was this past Monday. She's like, it's been just over a month, and he's proposed to her. I said, okay. Getting married, huh? That's a little, but maybe he had the talk from the dad. The dad that, the father of the 6 kids and the mom of the 6 kids. You don't want to end up like us. No, they're all their kids are planned. So maybe he had the talk. Hey, look, I forget his name, Jason, something like that. If you're going to date my daughter, you need to make her and you an honest person. So he proposed to her. Now, I haven't talked to him, my neighbor, about this yet. I've had plenty of times to, and I'll dive into his story in a little bit because I'm kind of a little pissed off right now. But she's 21. I think he's 20, around there. They went to the same school. They were all homeschooled, those people. They all go to the same church, whatever church it is. It's a non-denominational, but it's really weird. I don't know. Fucking religion is weird in itself. But he proposed to her from July 14th to whatever Monday's date was. So you guys have some reference. What was Monday's date? So I looked this up. The 19th. The 19th, he proposed to her. Well, he proposed to her over the weekend because it happened on, Saturday, which was the 17th, and I got the text message on the 19th. So 30 days, and he already proposed to her. Now, great, good. I hope everything goes well. I don't wish him any, ill whatever. I know that they've got a good, strong foundation as far as, religion and love and trust, and they understand values and everything like that, which I think a lot of people today are missing in their relationship. There's a reason why I didn't get married until I was 41 years old. I've had numerous girlfriends. I've slayed women all over the country to find the right one. No, but there is somewhat of for a male to experience life, figure out what you want. I don't need someone But the person that I have, I love. She's my best friend. You know, you always say, oh, it's cliche. No. She is. She's my best friend. We can sit there and talk and chat. We can fight. And I say fight, argue about things. Like whether it be politics, whether it be, you know, stuff in the news and all this other stuff. I piss her off sometimes because I'm kind of bullheaded on a lot of stuff, but I'm a Capricorn and that's what Capricorns do. And she's younger than I am. She's 6 years younger than I am. And we were both at that right peak of ready to settle down. And I said, yeah, sure. Why not? Let's give this a whirl. No. I would never settle. And I did not settle with her. She was basically, she was the one I wanted. But you know, I'm in all fairness, we dated for almost 6.5 years. All right. So I really had to make sure is this what I want? Is this what I'm going to do? Is this what we're getting into? And after 6.5 years, I said, you know what? Yes. I said, this is what I want. I can't see myself doing anything else. Or if I'm doing anything, I wanted to do it with her. And, I know everyone's, but I mean, you know, we don't have a religious solid foundation. We don't have anything like that other than I respect 100% of what she wants to do. I don't try to change her, and she 100% respects everything that I do and doesn't want to change me. And I think that's the way our good solid foundation is based on our relationship. They, on the other hand, the young girl and the guy have another foundation, God and religion and all that stuff. So I'm hoping that they're going to do well. I don't know, 30 days, man. 30 days. If I married everyone after dating them for 30 days, 30 minutes, I'd be one of those people that end up on the news. So congratulations to them. I hope they're going to do all right. I still haven't talked to the dad yet about that because I've been talking to him about other stuff that I'm kind of no, big smile, everyone, big smile. And I'll dive into his story when we come back. So stick around. I'll be right back.
I'll sit. That'll be better. I'll stand.
How'd you do?
We did amazing.
Did you?
Oh, baby, yeah. We did amazing. I had to cry after. It's so good. Like, it was so good.
Aw.
It was so good. I was so proud of him. He was so good.
Good
We
job.
just finished his in-hand class. I videoed that. I have a video of the riding class too. Nicole took it back to get it from her, but
Uh-huh.
he was just amazing, babe. He did so good.
Well, it's only because he's got the best rider in the world.
I don't know about that. But he was good.
Well, good.
The best ride I've ever had. It was amazing. It was awesome. So
And it's all downhill
that's
from
all I
here.
do this weekend. Huh?
It's all downhill from there.
No. It's like afterward, Brett's like, you're ready for first level. So yeah, I'm ready for the next level.
Well, very good, babe. Did you get your scores or anything yet, or is that all at the end?
Not yet. No, it's not at the end, but not yet. It hasn't been long enough. They haven't put them into the system yet, so I can't see them yet. But I'll take a snapshot of it when I'm done, and I'll send it to you.
Yes, I want to see.
Okay.
Are all the butterflies gone, and or is there
yeah,
is there still more butterflies coming?
Oh no. I'm good. Like I didn't really have too many butterflies. I just I just needed to get through getting here and getting set up, and then after that I was good. Like I've been good all day.
Good.
And I did his braids. Oh, his braids turned out so good. I'll have to take a picture of those too.
Yeah, I want to see them.
Okay. All right, baby.
Well, go bask in the sunlight and the glow.
I will. I will, honey. I love you.
All right, love you too.
Bye.
Okay, bye. There you go. She did good. See? She does her thing. I do my thing. I support her. She supports me. Sorry, I wanted to talk to her before I continued the show. I didn't want to put her off. She's like, I got done. I'll talk to you after the show. I'm like, nope. I'll talk to you right now. All right. Where did I leave off? All right, here we go. So I don't know if I told you this story or not. I'll lightly touch on it. That my neighbor, as far as like using my tractor and using me at the same time, I don't mind helping people out. I really don't. I don't. Well, let me backtrack a little bit. I thought about the stuff that he's been asking me to do and asking, to help with or do anything like that. It goes back to the day one when he was here. I was excited to have a new neighbor and my probably a couple of these, and I'm like going, hey man, if you need anything, let me know. If you need tools, you need tractor, you need mower or anything like that. Because he came from a smaller house into this, a smaller house in the neighborhood to, he's got this. His house is a little bit bigger than ours. I think it's 4,200 square feet, 2-story brick home sitting on 18 acres. And I'm like, hey, it can be overwhelming. Believe me, I know. I did the same thing. Came from a neighborhood where everything's like, you get a little push mower and you mow your lawn and you do that little area, to the 22 some odd acres that we have here. So I've bought all the stuff to take care of this property. If you need any of this stuff, let me know. That was like day one of him moving in. So fast forward to, I don't know, a couple weeks ago, maybe a month ago. No, it had to be a month ago, and you guys probably heard about it, where I had to go take the feed off of the back of the truck, the shipping truck. So I had to drive down to whatever, use my tractor. He's not home. He can't do it. And I'm at the point where I'm like going, you need to buy a tractor or, something. That's where I left off. I told you the story. Now that I remember, now that I'm regurgitating, it reminds me of that. So he borrows a tractor the other day, or I borrowed well, hold on. Let me get the story straight before I screw it all up. So he gets like chip drop, which is chipdrop.com. If you sign up for it, they want like a $20 donation and they'll drop wood chips off of your house. When they're doing like tree services and stuff and they don't want to go all the way to the dump to drop this off, they'll actually drop the chips in your yard. It's a good program if they can stay on top of it. And he gets like chip drops all the time because they live off the land type deal. So that's what they use to mulch their planter beds, their fruit and vegetable beds, and all the garden and stuff. So I said to him one time, I probably said this before, I'll regurgitate this one too. You mind if I grab some of the chips and stuff? And yeah. And then I'm like, hey, I'm getting ready to take all the chips. And he's like, well, stop. I need some of this stuff. I don't know when I'm going to get it again. So that's where we left off on that story. Within a week's time, he got 5 more truckloads of wood chips. And I'm talking a dump truck, like one of those big 15 cubic yard dump trucks of wood chips. And it's all over his friggin' on the property line between my house and his house, underneath the big oak tree. And before, they were what's the people that ride the carriages? Not Mormons. What are they called? Amish. Got it. Amish. He's got a little wheelbarrow. The kids go out there with a wheelbarrow. Who's ever left in the house? Whatever kids are left in the house now. 6, 9, and 14. And they're shoveling stuff in the wheelbarrow and they're, running across the yard and dumping it in someone. And it's not like I said, it's 18 acres. It's not like the wood pile is anywhere close to the garden. It's, 500 yards that way. So these kids are friggin' child labor. Then he got the notion of, can I borrow your tractor to move this mulch around? Yeah, you can borrow it around. So he borrowed it a couple times right before the karaoke party and then brought it back and whatever. And it sits for another month. My wife used it to bush hog. We have a 5-acre pasture for the horses. She used it to bush hog, and it takes about an hour and a half for that to happen. An hour and a half to 2 hours. So, you riding along on my John Deere tractor. It's a Kubota, by the way. Bush hogging, chewing up all the large weeds and stuff that have come up over the springtime, and the horses can get down and eat the hay and stuff, or eat the grass closer to the ground without getting stuff poked in their eyes. And then she parks the tractor. Boom, sits right there, goes back in the hay shed. Big old, we have a hay shed. God damn it. Big old shed to house the tractor in. Comes to me the other day and he goes, hey, bud, son of God, can I borrow your tractor to move some mulch around? In my mind, couple things are piling up in my head, literally piling up in my head. All right. I did the karaoke party. Didn't get paid for that. Granted, he bought me a folding table, which, when am I going to use that? It's a folding table. They were on sale. Costco, $60. I bought you one since you need one. And I'll be borrowing these too when you'll store them and bring them over. And then second, he got upset with me in a very, very Gentile way. Hey, we tip the guy $20 every time he drops off that mulch that I said you could use. Oh, okay. Well, do you want $20 every time? I don't understand. Are you mad at me because I'm taking the mulch, or are you mad at that you're dumb enough to give the guy $20 to drop off the mulch? You tip him after already signing up for it. Anyways. So then he asked me if he can borrow the tractor again to move some mulch. And I'm thinking to myself, well, shit. I don't ask for anything at all, ever. Just clean it off when you bring it back. So he's borrowed the tractor, and I've got those two things, those little spurs, little needles in my side, thorn in my side type deal. And yeah, go ahead and borrow the tractor. And he fires it up, starts doing his tractoring and stuff, and gives me a call about an hour and a half, 2 hours into using the tractor. He goes, hey, your tractor, it just died on me. All right, when you say, and I'm working, I'm doing another show here, and I'm texting him. When you say die, is it like run out of gas? Did it like explode? Give me a little bit more information. Then he starts giving me the information through text. And I said, well, is it something that I need to look at? And he's like, well, no, I've got people coming over right now. And I'm like, well, do you need me to go over there? Because it's sitting in his driveway. I said, do I need to look at it now? I said, I'm working right now. Do you need me to? No. It can sit here where it's at. I'll put a charger on it. It sounded like the battery went dead on it. And I was like, all right, that's understandable. So I go over there. Next day, sit on it. Nothing. Nothing. I'm like, oh, fuck. This is out of my realm. If it doesn't turn over, if it doesn't do this and that. And so he comes out and he goes, oh, so what do you think? What do you think's wrong with it? Now, he's a pilot, all right? He's somewhat of a mechanically inclined person. So when something like this happens, I kind of lean on him a little bit to go, well, this is what it sounds like. And the reason why I say that is because he actually, you ready for this? He has he's bought all his kids' cars, all used cars and stuff. There was a drive belt on one of the cars. It's like a Volkswagen Passat or something like that. To fix the drive belt on the Passat was $1,800. Take to the dealership, this 2006 Passat. To buy a wrecked one with a completely fine engine was $2,200. So he goes, fuck it. I'll buy he didn't say fuck it. Fudge it. He bought the $2,200 wrecked vehicle, pulled out the whole entire engine, swapped the two, and put it in his kid's car, and now he's got a brand new. So he's that type of person. He's mechanically inclined to do all this stuff. So when he says, oh, it just died on me, and I'm like going, okay, when you say it dies, I'm expecting a little bit more, the flux interior capacitor and all the other jargon and stuff. And he's like, oh, so what do you think? And I go, well, I read online, if the thing gets too hot, the CPU unit, this is what I read. CPU unit sometimes has a hard time telling the starter to kick over the fuel pump or something like that. I said, basically, I don't know. He's like going, all right, so what do we do? It's sitting in the middle of my driveway. And I'm like going, well, we can pull it back. I said, the guy's not going to be here till Tuesday. I said, can we pull it back out of your driveway? He's like, yeah, as long as he doesn't park on my main slab of the driveway. I don't want to crack my driveway. Okay. All right. I got it. Jesus Walker. So we pull it off to the side and we drop it off. And I tell my wife this. I'm like, hey, look, this is what's going on. She's like, fuck. And I'm like, fuck, I know. It's one thing. She's, she spent, $2,500 to go to this horse show for 5 days, driving down there and entrance fee and all the stuff that she needs for all that. And then we're turning around looking at a, $1,500, if that, fixing of this tractor. You just kind of go, oh, fuck. And in Barrow, off to the side, he goes, if you need me to do anything or help you out with anything, let me know what I can do as far as like the bill, or do you need me to, how did he word it? He worded it in a way, not saying that I'm going to pay for it, but if you need help with the, whatever it is that's wrong with it, let me know. And I said, I'll send all my bills to you. How about that one? So, yep, tractor sitting on his side of the property, which is not too far from us. I can see it from the house. And we'll find out. The rollback truck, whatever it is, the thing that picks up, flatbed vehicles or whatever like that, he'll pick it up and take it to the shop where we bought it from, and hopefully they'll look at it. I went in there and cleared all the codes, see if I could bypass everything. I know how to do that. But yeah, I bypassed all the codes, and I'm like, maybe I could trick the brain. That's the way my mind's going. And he's like going, yeah, it sounds good to me. All right, mechanic airplane guy. So, and cleared all the codes. Nope. So the battery's working. Oh, it sounds like it's not getting enough gas. Yeah, thank you. I know, guy in the background, armchair, quarterback type guy. I know. We're little steps here. And it needed to be maintenance anyways. It was coming up. It was at 750 hours, and the next maintenance is 850. So I said, let's fucking go ahead and bite the bullet and do it. So there you go. So that's basically where I'm at with the tractor and stuff. I don't know how much it's going to cost, so we'll find out. We'll find out in the end of what's going to happen. All right, guys, on that note, okay, see you, bye. Yeah, I'm already up. All right, guys, bye. Take care. Welcome back, everyone. Thank you.